Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Good morning. Hold on one second. Trying to get everything started and we are good to go. Huh. Weird. It keeps saying that it's upcoming on my YouTube. Can you guys do me a favor and type real quick? Live. Tweet. There we go. There's everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Tweet. Yo, good morning, everybody. Let's see. Go live. And we are good. Cool. Cool. Verify command. What? What is this? Hold on. YouTube's making me verify myself. Hold on, everybody. Bear with me. Oh my god. I might not even know my YouTube password. RIP. Ooh. Oh no. Let's not get locked out of the account today. Good morning. So how'd you guys do yesterday? Make money, lose money, take no trades? Let me know in the chat. Might just make me keep verifying this thing. I'll have to figure it out later because I'm not trying to get locked out of my YouTube. Cool. New place is amazing. Let me tell you, moving it's a pain. It's mentally draining. But we ready to print today, everybody. So if you guys could, as always, make sure to click that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. We are going to find some setups today. Anyway, so let's see. Let's take all of this off real quick. 8 EMA, boom. 21 EMA, boom. And as always, we are going to start with ES, NQ, SPY, and QQQ. Yeah, I saw Interactive Brokers had some issues yesterday. But yeah, you got to prepare for that. Again, times like that are going to happen, but what's important is to have two brokers. So I do have an account on Interactive Brokers, but my main account is on ThinkorSwim. So if ThinkorSwim ever messes up, then I can go on over to Interactive Brokers and I can trade there. But let's start from a daily perspective. Boom, delete that. So, okay. Yeah, we'll go to that McDonald's. That McDonald's was crazy. But again, if you guys could real quick, make sure to click that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. But if we're looking at ES, you can see we have this low right here, higher low right here, higher low right here. Also, I had to switch my mouse, and for some reason, the middle scroll button won't work. So I can just pop up these tools. So I got to start clicking down here again. But as far as rejects, we hit the 61.8 at 406.750. So that's a pretty strong resistance point. We'll just mark that right here as the previous daily high. Mark, let's see, left extension off, beautiful. And then also we still have this 4-hour trend line right here. And then I believe we already hit this fib. Yes, so no good bounces here today. Let's go to the 4-hour. And we have a nice 4-hour squeeze. We have this trend line right here that we bounced off of multiple times. As you can see, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, pretty much 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe we come back down and we test it again today. There's actually 2 trend lines that we could watch. So either or, gonna watch the price action, see if we could bounce off of that level. It does look like we also have a fib that could come into play as long as this remains to be the high point before we start pull back. I would watch 39.85 or 39.86 and then 3974.5, which would actually be the higher probability area because that lines up with the trend line. So I would be very interested in that. Yeah, let's make this bag today. But yeah, so we have 4-hour squeeze, daily squeeze. I think we're still squeezing on the weekly as well with SPY or ESN SPY. Yes, we are. So let's go back to the 4-hour. Yeah, so what is this? Yesterday's high? Yep, that's yesterday's high. 40.34.25. Good morning. High. Show on the right, left extension off. Boom. Alrighty. Let's run the poll for everybody this morning as well. We also have some housing data. So there is a swing that I am watching on ITB, which is a housing ETF. I was going to swing it yesterday, but it didn't confirm the entry. Good morning, everybody. So I do want to watch that today for a possible entry. Boom. Ask the community. Alrighty. Okay, so yeah, if we get above yesterday's high, we have that push into the previous daily high all the way up here. Do we have supply that we can watch? But yeah, more interested in those fibs. Start breaking it down. Let's see if we got supply and demand. We already tagged that area, not interested in it. Let's go to a 2-hour. Again, already tagged it, not interested. 1 hour. I mean, potentially right here if we really start pulling, but again, more interested in these bounces right there. And then last thing we'll check is a 30. Yes, we also got pretty solid support here on the 30-minute as well. But again, main watch is going to be these two bounces right there. So that's it for ES as of now. I want to wait until we get a little more pre-market data, but let's hop on over to SPY real quick. Delete all this. And then I believe we already hit these. Yes, so we already hit that 61.8 right there. Let's see, let's take this high point to low point right there. We hit the 50. What are we trading at? 396. So we would need a pretty nice pump to get us up into that 404. So really not interested in that today. I believe we do have GDP. Let's see. Not today. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's the revision. Or no, it's Thursday. The second revision is Thursday at 8:30. So that's going to be big. You came here to say, let's go, Brandon. That's all. I love it. Yeah, let's go on over to the 4-hour. Again, more interested in that trend line if we really pull back. Right there. What does that take us to? Around like 391.50, give or take. Again, we can also look for the fib bounce. Taking yesterday's low, or not yesterday's low, Friday's low to Monday's high. Start pulling back. Very interested in a potential bounce at 394 or 393. If we crack above yesterday's high, there's a good chance that the squeeze fires up and we start getting up into the 400 areas and then like 402.50. So we'll mark this yesterday's high. Yesterday high, boom. Off. Awesome. Again, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. I'm going to keep reminding you. And good morning, everybody. So yeah, 4-hour squeeze, daily squeeze, weekly squeeze, 3-day squeeze, I believe. Let me bring this chart on over for you guys. So I showed a video of this on my Instagram yesterday, and people asked me what it was. And if they're moving averages, they're actually just Keltner channels. So if you guys want to copy how I have them set up, it is right here. You can see I have 3 sets of Keltner channels, and all you do is go into the settings and change the factor to 1.0, 2.0, and then 3.0. And then you can color code how I color code, or, you know, your own way. But pretty much, if we can still hold this base above this 21 EMA, which was the exact bottom yesterday at 395.4, you know, there is a good chance that the squeeze could fire up and take us up into this 416 area. So I am going to watch that and see if we can continue to build that base. The weekly squeeze as well. I want to see if we can continue to hold between this -1 ATR and then the mean. Again, if that happens, we have a good slingshot squeeze that we could get to the upside. But I believe that's all going to depend on GDP. Now, if this weekly squeeze fires down, I'd be looking to possibly take this thing down into 350. So, but yeah, I did want to show that to you guys. Boom. And then let's see, minimize. Cool. So yeah, those are my bounces on SPY today. We could... Yesterday's low, pre-market low at the same exact spot. Yesterday low. And then I was also back testing an SPX strategy yesterday. It actually seemed very accurate. So I am going to be playing around with that over these next couple weeks. And, you know, if it works, I'm obviously going to make a video on it for you guys. But yeah, gonna watch yesterday's low. If we break below there, maybe short it on down into these bounce areas. As far as rejects, though, I mean, only area I'd probably watch is 400. I don't think we have any other good areas. Nope, so we already broke above that. This pretty much the same area. Pretty much hit that 61.8 right there. Hit that one right there. And then this other one isn't until 404 or 403, my bad. I don't see any good rejects for you guys. Maybe Grizz or J. Oh my God, can't talk. Grizzly or Jadon have one today that I can watch. Let's see, take that 50 off because we already hit it. And then, I mean, it looks like we have a solid area around this 400.4 area to 400.3. So potentially watch that. That is a pretty strong resistance and support zones. We'll just mark that on the chart. But yeah, break below here, I'm looking for puts. And then the bounce, break above here, I'm looking for calls. Maybe some rejects as we start getting higher. So that's the game plan with SPY today. Let's head on over to NQ, and then we will look at QQQ. Again, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. We got 219 people in here. Remember, if you guys want the watch list today, we got to run it up to 200 likes. We only got 77. You have a woodpecker pecking at your chimney cap. Nice. So yeah, NQ, still that flush zone. We have not broken that flush zone, so I'm still interested if that ends up happening below 1,002 or 12,676.5 is my flush zone. You can see this been really strong support. So if we break below there, I'm looking for the flush. Got bounces way down here, break above 13,082. Interested in the upside. Could potentially push up into the next supply zone, which is right there. Daily supply. Show on the right. Boom, boom. Cool. So that's all the way up at 13,500. So we do have room if we push up there. Are we talking about ketchup in here? Let's see. What do we have news on today? Economic calendar, Tuesday. We'll pay attention to it. The more important stuff is going to be the housing data today. That's at 9. And then we have consumer confidence at 10. And then we have a Fed speaker at 10. Awesome. Typically with XLE, I swing it. I don't know if I've ever day traded XLE. I've day traded oil names, but I don't think I've actually day traded XLE. Alrighty, so technically we're still trading in that supply zone right here. But so start breaking it down to a 4 hour. Again, we got that nice 4 hour squeeze. We got demand down here towards that 50% fib, which increases the likelihood of a potential bounce right here. So I will be watching that very closely. Break it down to a 3 hour. We got potential supply up here. Just gonna mark this for now. I might take it off in a little bit. Turn that off. All right, so there's our 3 hour supply. Let's try a 2 hour. Not seeing anything good on the 2 hour. Try a 1 hour. Again, you see the same spot. I just prefer that 3 hour. But what it does look like, though, we do have some fibs that we could watch as well. We have here to here. So here are a couple areas that we could watch. It just depends on how we trade when we get to the area. I'm going to watch the supply on NQ. Prefer that. And then honestly, bounces, really not seeing any good bounces on NQ. So let's try QQQ. Hello, good morning. And if you guys are new to the channel, remember, I do go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time, give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, I have over 1,000 free videos on my channel teaching you guys on how to trade. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed. So let's see, QQQ got very close to that daily supply. So I do want to see, what are we at right now? We're at 308.50, so that's a little bit of a hike. But I would be interested to see how we start trading at the QQQ daily supply compared to NQ supply. Thank you for the subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Daily supply. Boom. Alrighty, so we got that. We got the previous high over here, which was at 313.68. Tried to break above it. We could not. We're just going to mark this previous high. Turn that off, and then let's break it down to a 4 hour. Again, if we start pulling on QQQ today, obviously it's going to take SPY with it. Would be interested. I mean, that's a really far drop, actually. I mean, yeah, no good bounces until literally all the way down there. We already hit those, so that's not valid. Come on. Wait, keep doing this. 307.62 is the pre-market low as of right now. We closed around 309. Where did we close? Or no, 308.7. We could take a fib potentially here to here and look for a main reject around like 310.82. Again, just depends on how we trade when we get up to the area. So I'm just going to leave that off as of right now. I do want to head back on over to, I want to see where we closed yesterday on SPY. Okay, so we're trading below it right now. Yeah, I mean, I like SPY more today. To be honest with you guys, I like these potential bounces. So I think SPY is going to be the main one to watch. And then start taking a look at FPX. Yeah, what is this? You guys are not running up the likes today. Slacking. It's okay. I still love you guys. Let's see. Go to the daily. Boom, boom. Obviously, we want to mark 4,000 and 39.50. 1,000. 39.50. Yeah, I like it if we break below that low. We also have a really strong area of support and resistance right here at 39.15. So I know there's a calculation to figure out SPX. Does anybody know what that calculation is using the futures? I know it's, you take the futures, you divide it by, I forget how it goes exactly. Does somebody remember that? I know Savage talks about it a lot in the chat. I like this entire area right here if we really start pulling. Boom, boom, more. Nice little demand zone. Cool. And then let's see if we have any gaps. So we filled that gap. We filled that gap. I don't think we have any unfilled gaps right now. Fill that gap. Benjamin, my man, always donating. As always, I greatly appreciate you. You're an absolute GOAT. But yeah, I don't think we have any unfilled gaps on SPX. Filled that. Filled that. Filled. 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 The only one not filled is here that I see. Yeah, no unfilled gaps on SPX. So 4,000, maybe we get a reject as we come up there. I don't know where this thing's going to open up. Maybe it is a yes. I can't remember. There's a way to figure out what SPX is going to open at. I just can't remember the calculations. But yeah, I mean, 39.50, 4,000, and then all the way down here at 39.18 to 39.07. I do have some support down there. But yeah, I mainly want to just start doing only analysis on SPY, QQQ, ESNQ, and SPX. I kind of want to cut out all the individual names. That way, you know, less things to look at. Just keep it plain and simple. Plus, a majority of the things I trade is just SPY and QQQ, with most of it being SPY. So let's head back on over to ES because we do have news dropping here in 1 minute. So let's see how we react to the news, and then we can go from there. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that like button. We're getting super close to that like goal. 300 people in here, 165 likes. You guys need 35 more. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed. Again, I go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, have over 1,000 videos on my channel teaching you guys on how to trade for completely free. So you cannot go wrong. Also, did you guys like yesterday's video, the losing trade recap? I personally love doing those. So if you guys want me to continue doing them, definitely let me know. But yeah, I think it provides a lot of value. I think a lot of people don't talk enough about their losses. I prefer to talk about my losses rather than my wins because we learn a lot more from the losses. All right, it's 8:30. Let's see how we react based off of the news, if we even react off of this news. Again, the main thing is going to be the housing. Wholesale inventories, actual 0.2%, forecast negative 0.1, previous negative 0.4. So it looks like we came in higher than expectations and higher than the previous. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. U.S. advanced goods trade balance actual negative 91.6 billion. Forecast negative 90 billion. Previous negative 91.09 billion. So we came in below the forecast, below the previous. Nobody cares about the auto. I mean, unless you got here. I'll tell you the auto if you guys really want to know. Oh, wait, no, that's excluding auto. Okay, so, I mean, it looks like we didn't really react off of it. Let's see. Yes. All right, beautiful. Yeah, TradingView is a little different when it comes to showing pre-market data. Doesn't really move as much. But, alrighty, let's see. Let's zoom out. Yeah, that 4,000 area has been pretty strong. We're just going to mark 4,000 on ES just so I know where it's at. 4,000. And then again, these are my main bounces today. Don't want to put them out though until we get that housing data. So we're kind of just going to wait on that. You said SPY hit a new low. We can look at some individual names if you guys want, but I'm not going to do like a thorough analysis on it. Because I do know you guys like your individual names. Plus, that'll give SPY and QQQ, ES, NQ some time to figure out what it wants to do. So, let's pull up the messy chart. And let's see what's squeezing today. ES and Q squeezing. Let's take a look at Apple. That is a 4-hour squeeze. I mean, Apple looks pretty weak. If Apple breaks below 157.2, likely going to drag the market. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. But also has this 4-hour squeeze. I mean, I'd be interested only if Apple came way down here for a bounce, but it does look like, again, if we break below 157, it's got further downside, could drag the market. AMD, little head and shoulders right here. I was about to say inverse head and shoulders. But as you can see, shoulder, head, maybe we form a little mini shoulder. Maybe this is our shoulder right here. Or we bounce back up and we do set that shoulder. Let's see, neckline right there. So if you're going to watch for a breakdown, probably around like 95.5, give or take to like 95.72. I will tell you, Costco looks really good. Costco is something, hopefully it didn't break out. Okay, so Costco is something I'm watching for a swing, and I'm going to show you exactly why. And we can actually review the swings that I'm watching now. If we head on over to Costco, and we go to you can see it better on the weekly. What do we see right here? We see a little symmetrical triangle on the weekly. Surprised it's not squeezing yet. Or actually, it's squeezing on the monthly, okay. But here is our upper boundary. Here's our lower boundary. So with Costco, I'm not touching this thing until 1, it breaks above, or 2, it breaks below. It's probably going to wait till earnings, which is another 2 months away. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. But if we zoom out to the monthly, I mean, it's holding structure, right? So on balance volume set a new high. As you can see, the on balance volume, typically this is going to be the one that lets us know what's going to happen. So the on balance volume broke out of its symmetrical triangle right here before actual price did. There we go. That's something I talk about a lot in the book. But it broke out this month. It's still holding. We're about to close on the month. So I might actually be interested in adding this to the long-term portfolio up here. But we also have that squeeze. We're holding 21 and 34. We have a nice monthly stochastic buy signal. So definitely something I'm very interested in. But yeah, so definitely keep an eye on Costco going into the earnings. ITB. Oh yeah, let's talk about that McDonald's real quick, and then we'll go back to the individual stocks. The reason I did not enter this yesterday, because I've been stuck in scenarios like this and they absolutely suck. There was just no way for me to trade this that made sense to me, because I could have went out to whatever the third Friday of April is, but I would have been dropping $400 a contract on this, which isn't typically what I like for a swing. Yeah, I could have done a debit spread, but then the spreads got kind of wide and the debit spread really didn't make sense to do for risk to reward. So I wanted to watch it to trade the same week expiration yesterday, but what they were doing was they kept widening the spreads and then tightening them. So when they widen those spreads, you get into it when there's a $30 spread, instantly you're down. And then if it pulls against you, the spread just gets wider and it's more than likely going to hit your stop. They typically don't tighten the spread until it already done made the move. So yeah, the contracts went over 100%, but there was just no way for me to trade this thing that made sense. So unfortunately, probably going to miss out on this. It happens. Other swing I'm watching, this is the main one, ITB. Again, this is home ETF, housing ETF. We had the housing data today. We cracked that trend line. I'm more than willing to take those $70 calls expiring in April. Aim for 71.08, then 73.9. So I like that for a swing. I like TOL, Toll Brothers, same thing. Nice daily setup right here. If we can get that crack above the trend line, I'm more than likely going to swing this thing, take it up into 63.19. So TOL and ITB. Those are my two favorite swings right now. Anyways, going back to this, let's take a look at Amazon. Head back on over to SPY. Not really interested in Amazon right now. Okay, all right. So let's head on over to Boeing. I have no idea what Toll Brothers is, to be honest with you. I kid you not. I like half the companies that I swing, I typically don't even know what they are. Like our MDLZ swing, I had no idea what MDLZ was. This thing just went absolutely disgusting. But I had no idea what MDLZ was until it hit my scanner and I looked it up. All it has to do is hit the scanner, and your boy is interested. Baba went crazy too. Broke out of that huge weekly falling wedge that we talked about. Massive move. But yeah, we're not going to watch Baba. Let's take a look at Coin. They build houses. Okay. Costco we looked at. Google, don't really care about. Yeah, MDLZ makes Oreos. They make Belvita, I believe. Let's see. Meta, really not interested in this. The last, let's see, pivot low, kind of 276. I mean, 199 could be a potential bounce if you guys want to watch that. Again, 199. Microsoft, let's see. Again, that was on the weekly watch list. This is what has strength in the market is Microsoft. It had that huge, go out to the weekly. As you can see, we had this weekly trend line right here, broke above it with the weekly squeeze. We retested it. I'm still really interested in this setup, just no entry as of today. Yeah, I have my own custom scanner. Yes, yes, yes. Netflix, Nvidia. There we go. We hit the 200 likes. Let's go. Nvidia. Delete all this. Kind of looks like we're getting this little descending triangle on Nvidia on the 1 hour. So here's our flat support. Here's our little trend line right there. If you guys want to watch below 263, feel free. Let's do it this way. There we go. I like that way better. But yeah, if you guys want to watch 263, feel free. And then Tesla, remember, that was on the watch list that the market got weak. So we still have that daily inverse cup and handle right here, rounding top, our little pullback on the handle. Tesla might actually be something I get interested in. If we start breaking down, maybe I might actually trade this too if we crack 193.20 to the upside. So yeah, Tesla looks like the only individual name that I prefer today. If I even trade it. But if we break down, then I want the puts. I appreciate you, John. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that's everything for the individual names. Again, the main balance really all the way down here at 394 and 393. That's all I'm watching. Should be around 39, 85, 88 on ES. Again, I just don't want to put these levels out until we get the housing, which is at 9. Because that's definitely going to be a market mover. Let's see, what is that? 395.50. Okay. You're funny. Also, I fixed my mouse. Unfortunately, can't use my nice little Logitech mouse that I had because it wanted to make a bunch of sounds yesterday for some reason, even though I haven't changed anything about my setup. It's just literally the same exact setup, but in a different house. But I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, I guess while we sit here and kind of just wait for this housing data, if you guys want to ask questions, feel free, I'll answer them. But I'm not seeing any other levels on watch today. As far as SPY. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I guess also while we're sitting here, in case you guys did not know, I do have a 450-page book on Amazon titled The New Age of Technical Analysis. So if you guys are looking to learn more about my overall day trading and swing trading strategy, the indicators I use, how to find support and resistance, fibs, rejects, bounces, I think I said all the indicators I use. So much is in this book. Trust me, it's 450 pages. There's just so much. Yes, once we are done unpacking, because there was a lot of boxes, and like I said, unpacking or packing all your stuff and then unpacking it and moving is just so mentally draining. I haven't unpacked anything since Sunday, so yeah, maybe I'll do it in a couple of days, start unpacking again, but it was a lot. What broker are you on? Sometimes we get misprints at 8 a.m. on SPY and QQQ. See if I can find an example for you. I guess we haven't been doing it recently. It used to happen literally all the time at 8 a.m. Just like ridiculous wicks. See if we can find an 8 a.m. misprint. Maybe they don't do it anymore. Or I'm just blind, one of the two. But yeah, here's one right here in the pre-market. What is that? 840? Yeah, moving's not fun. I don't wish it on anybody. I mean, we could also come back and retest the close from yesterday as well. So I'm going to mark that. 396.50. The housing is at 9, is our housing data. I don't know why my scroll button doesn't work anymore to pop up that screen. All right, so we got previous close 396.50. Again, maybe we come up and we tap it. Could use that as a potential reject. You can see that's been a pretty strong area as well. Support, 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 resistance. So again, maybe we come up, tag it. We can take a little nice reject. I don't have any other good rejects as of right now. Yeah, I should have just went the movers route. Definitely. But again, also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If, other than this, main reject would be up here at 398.90. Yesterday's high. Could use some fibs. Cool. All right, let's just start. Let's get these levels out. Hopefully we don't test 393 based off the news. I don't think we will. But you know, it's the stock market. Anything can happen. SPY main rejects at 394 to 394.16. Main reject, or not reject. Main bounces 394.16. Main bounce. Oh my god, I gotta reword this. Main bounces. There we go. Main bounce 393 to 393.04. Rejects 396.50 is all I see. Not really seeing much else. Guess it really depends on that data then. Because 396.50, we could test off the data. Yesterday's high, I highly doubt that we will come up there based off the news. I mean, if somebody's selling the book for free, they're about to get a fat lawsuit. Like I said, I will do that. And it specifically says in the book and on Amazon, if anybody's caught, I will sue. And guess what? I will. Let's see. Yeah, so those are the levels. Rejects 396.5 and 399. That's all I have for now on SPY. Again, we're gonna wait a little closer to the data to actually release it. I just want to get it typed out as of now. Time frame, favorite time frame, 5 minute, 10 minute, and then I use 1 minute for sniper entries. Okay, no good bounces for QQQ. Let's get ES on over to everybody though. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. QQQ. We're about to find this right now. Some bums out there. It's okay though. Honestly, don't think many people would do that. All right, ES. Bounces 39.86. Main bounce 3974.5. Again, I don't really have a good reject as of right now, so we'll get that typed out. Head on over to NQ. I mean, this whole area, see, I don't want to try to short NQ into this area right here. It's been pretty strong support on the 1 hour. You can see this right here. I just don't want to try to short into it and then get screwed by a bounce. Boom, boom, boom. Does look like, however, I'm trying to form a little descending triangle on this as well, potentially on a 1 hour. So if we do bounce up into supply, honestly, I would be interested up there. Yeah, consumer confidence is going to be big, but I do think this housing data is going to move us. And Q. Reject on, or reject at 12,928.5. Again, right now we're in support, so we're going to wait for that. Cool. I mean, yeah, we're going to wait for this housing data. I'm not going to end the stream until we get it and then finalize the levels for you guys. Yep, and we got a Fed speaker at 10. Cool. Again, also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Again, I go live every single morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time, give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, I have over 1,000 videos teaching you guys on how to trade. So if you're not subscribed, you are definitely missing out. I do have a bunch of content, fire content on the way. Plus, I don't know if I said this in the live stream. I'm pretty sure I did. But if you guys did not hear, your boy's going to see Jadon in April, and we're going to hop on a podcast with him. And I'm super, 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 super excited to be on this podcast. As most of you guys know, I got a pretty good story, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Yeah, we got 8 minutes until we get the housing data. But yeah, mainly just waiting. Can go back on over to QQQ. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens here. What's that, 307? Yeah, I mean, we might be at 50K literally like when I go to it. Potentially, I don't know. Channel kind of slowed down, but we'll see. I'm at like 47.5 now, I think 47.6, something like that. Thank you for the subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, 47.6K. It's possible. Might not happen though by then. We'll see. But yeah, so I see that we're breaking below this 1 hour symmetrical triangle that we had. I mean, regardless of how we draw trend lines, we done broke it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, so we even broke it there. Now we wait. Yeah, that's what I did on SPY. That's how I found my bounces on SPY. Or it wasn't yesterday's low to high. It was Friday's low to yesterday's high. And then I'm watching bounces down here. I mean, with data, it's hard to look at the data and just say that it's bad or good. It's really looking at the data and then seeing how the market reacts. Because good news could be bad news could be good news, or it could just be bad news is bad news and good news is good news. But the market always reacts differently. And you can't come to that conclusion just based off the numbers. Yeah, 2 years ago, I had a memory pop up on Instagram yesterday. 2 years ago, I had like 3K subscribers. I think it was like 2.6, something crazy. Let's see. It smells like somebody's making food up in this house. 5 minutes. Just waiting. Grizzly's got his levels out. Let's see what he's watching. Reject 398.8. He likes the bounces 394 to 393.5. What did he say? 398, 398.8 for a reject on the SPY. Oh, yesterday's high. Yeah, watching the same exact area. Yeah, I mean, whew, let me tell you, when I was in Vegas, it was hard to trade, but I still did it. Went to bed at like, let's see, what time's the market open there? 6:30. I went to bed at like 2, 3 a.m. Vegas time and was up by 6 a.m. and still traded. If you guys remember that, I think there was only one day I missed. I was in Vegas for a whole week, and there was only one day that I missed. That's funny. That's something that we're going to talk about on the podcast. All right, we got the housing data here in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We'll just put NQ reject flush zone at 12,672.5. Hope you guys know what flush zone means. Basically, we break below and we should see a nice pull to the downside. This has been a really strong area. We are almost there. 3 more minutes. Do we pop or do we drop? Let me know in the chat. You guys thinking we're pumping or dumping today? Two more minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I probably, if I had to trade in Hawaii, I don't know how that would go. Probably not very good, if I had to say so. Yeah, pretty much flush zone. If we break below there with strength to the downside, there's a very good chance that we continue to pull. Alrighty, we're getting close. Thank you guys for sticking around with me and keeping me company. I appreciate it. In Hawaii? I mean, I'm sure there are. I mean, yeah, if SPY and QQQ pull, then more than likely Tesla goes with it. All right. Somebody just told me to get LASIK. Let's see. All right, 9 o'clock. Let's see. If we waited all this time and this does not move the market, I'm gonna be quite upset. All right, U.S. House Price Index year over year actual 5.3, previous 6.6. The forecast of the top 20 cities in the U.S. Year over year actual 2.55%, forecast 2.55, previous 4.65, so a lot lower. And then U.S. House Price Index month over month actual 0.2, forecast negative 0.3, previous negative 0.1. And we literally did not move. Okay. Okay, thanks for that. I appreciate that one, SPY. All right, let's get these QQQ levels, and then we're good to go. I'm going to go make food. I mean, I really don't have any good rejects on this thing. Maybe the close. I'd say with QQQ, watch QQQ watching a break below 307.6 for puts. Reject 308.7. Cool. That is the watch list. That is the watch list. So, as always, none of this is a trading recommendation. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So, as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. As always, make sure you guys go run up them reacts in my channel. Yes. And Q, if you guys are ready to print with me. If not, oh well. But, yeah, that's all I got today. Mainly SPY and QQQ is what I am going to keep on watch. Liking SPY and ES more today. Cool. But yeah, other than that, make sure you guys are subscribed. Again, I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And if you guys are not subscribed, make sure to do that. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. And then also, I'm doing one last, all the Team Bull, we're doing one last mastermind this year. So if you guys do want to get on the wait list for that, that is this link right here. Again, that is going to be the mastermind. You're going to learn from me. You're going to learn from Grizzly, GD, Jadon, and a bunch of other amazing traders. We have guest speakers like Rake, Umar, in this mastermind. So, you know, hopefully we're going to get some more guest speakers in the next one. That is the link right there if you guys want to hop on the wait list. But yeah, everybody have an amazing rest of your day. And again, make sure to tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Other than that, let's run it up. Let's make some money. If you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you in like 10 minutes. Peace.